Hello, strangelings. Welcome back to my parlor. I'm probably going to be a little late today. I've been doing a bunch of stuff. Oh, man. I attempted to record the beginning of this video a few times now, amongst other things. So, let's go ahead and just get into it. What can I say, guys? I like to take a good, long shake. All right. I had, before getting these scoops, attempted to see if I could find, like, some kind of small, bead pincers or something. That was a lot too much. I can guarantee it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, that's a lot too much. They all know better than that. So let's try this again then. Come on. Descend. Okay. I didn't get enough on the scoop to make it just fall off as I tap, which... I don't know what I just pulled off, but we're not taking that one, because I pulled it off with my finger by accident. I don't know what that was. I didn't hit it directly, so I'll count it. Okay, that's at least 3. I think the pink heart came back. I'll of course be able to confirm that on the edit. But we have the pink heart. It was either a pink heart or a pink letter. I'm not sure which. But there's a pink heart. Okay. There was a dot on it. I had to make sure there wasn't something in it. The letter 8. And since it would be facing me, we're going to call this the letter 9. Because remember, guys, you are the flower line. And all silver round is numbers, but that one's for sure a number because it's 4. But that one's in silver, so some of this pertains to, I don't know, something in silver maybe. Of course, you guys know if you recognize these beads as something that is definitely inherent in your life, I'm probably talking to you. Because I'm only reading for one person. Collective readings is just a sales gimmick. Oh. Hold on, guys. I've had a crazy kind of day so far. So I don't feel like taking this lion down. My cone, again, chose not to light fully. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. My lighter is running out of fluid. Because of it, it is making some of the tallest flame you have ever seen in a small lighter. Okay. Ooh. I put 6 packets in this small teapot. But because it's a green tea, it still tastes a bit watered down. Lordy, have mercy. Alright. And I'll do at least a couple more. It's really not much I feel like I have to talk about today. I try to be a chatty Cathy when I'm doing this. And that's because of the fact that I would normally be chatty if we were sitting together face to face. We would be chatting. Something in your life, but something nothing at all to do with what you're asking about. Or your reasoning for wanting the cards read, I should say. Sorry, guys. A little gung-ho there, I guess. Okay. One more time. So, this is going to be literally my last reading for the next month. You guys won't see me in the next 4 weeks at all. And by the time you see me, I will be on the other side of the spring equinox. I didn't mention it, but it is the third reason why I won't be here for March is because of the spring equinox. Anybody who knows me personally or who has listened enough to hear me talk about it knows that I don't celebrate things like Easter or Christmas or so on and so forth. And that's because of the fact that I am an atheist. I'm a naturalist atheist. I've been since I was about 12 years old. It was when I decided that the worship of Yahweh was not for me. Okay. So we start with this. You are someone who has lived a life of someone in motion. You're living the life of someone in motion. That motion takes you forward, often quickly and painfully, but it gets you to where you need to be. Not only does it get you where you need to be, but it gets you the things you need to get. It gets you the kind of connections you need to make, so on and so forth. So far, it kind of sucks to, you know, have hardships coming repeatedly, fast and furious, but it is definitely something that isn't like completely 100% negative. It's just kind of the way it's been for you. You've been getting your needs met through this process that you cycle through, but it doesn't, to say it doesn't, it may always come up flowers, but it doesn't always come up roses. If you catch my drift. Interesting. So this is kind of an advice reading today. It seems like they are telling you to remember when these hardships and skirmishes and such clear out, to go ahead and gather everything you can use. It's also saying that Things may seem lackluster very soon, probably because you continue to cycle through this process. So you will have a choice to make. And that choice should lead you to being in your King of Pentacles, which means authoritative, means discipline, means they will expect that you expect discipline out of them. Kind of authoritative. However, an authority figure to be turned to when times are slightly more rough. Do I need to? It feels like I do. Give me a second, guys. I can't get it up enough. I'm trying to get it up enough. Okay, it's landed on the floor, so that's up enough. That is 3 times landing on no. It feels like I should be reading further for you guys, but my random chance coin here just landed on no 3 different times. I tried it twice on here. It's too heavy for me to get it up very far, so I went ahead and up here. I might have to get myself some kind of a cup for that coin, because it's a heavy one, and it's not easy to flip like that. Okay, so random chance says I don't need to read anymore, that this is the whole reading. There's nothing else to say, but I'm not going to necessarily take it for granted, because we still have to have our clarifying Gypsy Wish toss cards to do. As good or bad as I do them here, one of these days I'll finally be able to read face to face, and I'll be able to use these the way they're meant to be used. Kind of funny, because I have seen a few readers actually use these, and these specifically actually are for playing 10, 20, 30, or not 10, 20, 30, sorry, playing 52 card pickup and around the room, because their landing positions actually refer to their literal landing positions. How close or far they are to particular cards and to you. And then when you read them in the proper way, you actually do not read anything that is upside down. And they become, did that totally weird, they become their own full reading when read that way. So, I always kind of find it funny. The people who tend to use these cards are the people who turn on the camera after they've picked all their cards out. So, y'all know how I feel about that. I have 2 cameras on, so you can see my face, you can see what my face is doing, and you can see my hands and what my hands are doing. And even when I move yet again one more time over to another different way of having my office in my space, it'll still be there in that kind of way. In fact, hopefully there'll be a better kind of range for it the way I get it in there, because that one I should be able to put my tripod in the corner, hopefully. I need a tall tripod that only has a small foot space on the bottom. I only have a short one right now. I'm not sure if I can actually find a tripod like that. But I will be on the hunt soon, so. Okay. I think this is more than enough shuffle for these toss cards. Okay, here we go. Come on. Oh, that one landed practically right on you. And it is the sun. Nice. Guys, we're going pretty well. And since I moved my mic, that means my mug is me. So, you know what? We'll go ahead and take all 4. It's fine. First one to come out is, of course, the sun. Number 1, the sun near signifies happiness and popularity. Near snakes, mice, or the dark side of clouds presages vexation. Well, hopefully those aren't going to be here. The second one is number 51. The lion presages a sudden shock from bad news. Oh. Happiness and prosperity, but bad news? We don't like that one. Number 27, the dog, if near, represents true friendship. And it was near, so we're going to take that and not actually read the distant because we don't need to. Sorry, guys, I just noticed a little tear in that card. Huh. That's weird. Okay, and then the last of the toss cards, number 26. The park foretells a new love when very near, and it is pretty very near. Okay, so you have happiness, popularity. You also have a shock from bad news. But you do have the presence of a true friend or true friends and a new love coming in. So it looks like as long as you're not burning yourself out and all, this might be real good for you. Now, personally, I just want to say that a new love coming in is fine. That's great. That's wonderful. However, if the person is only coming in here, only here, and they're only happy while you have money, that is not who you're talking about here. And there is bad news here. I don't know what that bad news is. So, I know it said no, but I want to see what the bad news is. So I'm getting out my Radiant Rider White. Let's see what we got. We don't need to see what the good news is. The good news is you're going to be happy, popular, and have a lot of good friends and new love. So that's the good news. I want to see what the bad news is. Because sometimes the bad news, hold on guys, can make the good news feel less impactful than we like. We don't want that. So if there's bad news here, let's go ahead and get it. So if this gets to you in time, then you can hopefully be forewarned. Now that's just I see. So I see it. What's going on now? You do have new love coming in. Do not be mistaken on that. You do have new love coming in. However, I would say I feel like a psychic, but I do this quite often, guys. So, it looks like, from what I can tell, what's going to happen is they suggest you go ahead and you gather up your resources, you gather all of the things left afterwards, after all of these negative things happen to you, and use them to build. The warning is it may start getting lackluster. And once it starts getting lackluster, this is what I see. This is actually what I see. So, this is why I said to be careful when it comes to that new love coming in, because you don't want to have somebody come in who sees that you are now financially abundant, you are set, you are stable, and then have them come in and only be coming in because they see you financially stable and they want to be taken care of. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I am one of those people who would like preferentially to be taken care of at this point, but that's because I have gone through hells and back multiple times, multiple types. My life has not been easy. So I just kind of, it's not that I think that that I deserve to have someone else take care of me. It's that I am so tired, so mentally and physically fatigued from everything I've dealt with. And this is not the kind of person I'm talking about here, guys. This person that we're being warned of is, first of all, they are your bad news. Second of all, is someone who, if the money dries out, they're gone. We don't want people like that in our lives. I wouldn't even do that to somebody. I'd just be like, okay, well, we'll just live on the rough. Because I am tired. I am tired of having an abusive workplace. I am tired of this. I'm tired of that. So we'll just be on the rough. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people would find that as a bad partner, but me living on the rough is no different than me living a modern life for a modern person. I am not modern. I am a feral human being who was taught how to do everything without machines, like we did before the Industrial Revolution. So, yeah. So I guess that little intuitive, hey, by the way, don't go for the gold digger. Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted you to know too. That was the bad news that they wanted you to hear, is you are, chances are you are going to end up picking up all of these materials and everything that you can use to help you get ahead in life and maybe even help other people if that's your leaning. Leads you into an Ace of Cups, which means you are individually abundant in life. Maybe not necessarily materially yet, but you are abundant in life in one way or another, if not multiple ways. And this is something you gotten through your own sheer grit, your own will, your own forcing life to do what you want it to do. And that's what brings in this other person who is, for all intents and purposes, showing as if they want to share the load. And I do mean showing, because, I mean, this is bad news here. So I would assume that this suggests that they don't really truly intend to share the load. They do, however, intend to share visibly the load. They intend to share the portion of the load that they are willing to give up, or that they feel is necessary to give up to keep in the situation, I'm assuming. And then, of course, that's what leads you to this lackluster position where you have these cups. You went from 1 to 2 to 4 because your resources doubled and their resources doubled, and they're showing out as somebody who is sharing. So and that's around the time when it becomes a love situation. Excuse me. Everything going on starts to feel more lackluster. Starts to feel more more like you're doing so much hard work to get it done, almost as hard of work as this skirmish state actually is. And so I assume they'll see you in this state, and it seems it's going to be suggested that you become lovers instead of just people working together, just friends. And you have that decision to make as to whether to take this or not. And what I'm feeling from the cards is it's saying it doesn't matter which direction you go, which side you go on, whether you choose to take them on as a lover or you choose to say, no, we can either just be friends and partners or we can not be. It doesn't matter. It seems like you'll get to the King of Pentacles anyway. However, letting go of a toxic situation could be exactly what gets you to the park. Who knows, maybe your dog will lead you to the park, and that's where you'll find your new love, your actual love. And by dog, of course, we mean either dog or friend. But you have significant happiness that is set for your life. You are a popular human being. You have good friends. And you have a love coming in. You just had this really bad news coming. And it seems like it's in the form of a selfish, maybe a selfish lover. Maybe a narcissistic lover. I'm not sure exactly how it happens. I just know there's 2 cups there, then there's 4, but you don't seem very happy about it. And then the lovers comes out. So it feels like either this is a partnership that is just dragging you down, or this is somebody who is trying to pilot fish you. Maybe not necessarily pilot fish. Trying to think of a creature that actually physically latches on and stays. But at the moment, my mind is drawing a blank. I'm not sure. So yeah. Yeah, see, it either feels like when you are starting to show signs of fatigue, they will come in with a higher offer of lover instead of just friend. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing that there is a possibility that this is a choice between a partner in business or whatnot and a lover, but the confirmation cards have not yielded to that, so yeah. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's not going to be a terrible idea to partner up with this person for gains in each other's lives. You guys are going to get gains for each other's lives, however you want to call it. You're going to be helpful in a capacity that's stood away more than the lover position. And when this is offered, the lover position is offered, by this reading, it does not feel like this is a good match. Not in this way. You know what, guys? I am going to go ahead and I just want to see real quick. I want to make sure that I'm right, because there is the possibility it's choosing between friend and lover, but it feels like trying to decide between allowing a friend to become a lover. To me. Sorry guys, these are my notoriously stiff cards, so of course I'm not shuffling hard like usual. Ah! Okay, come back here. Come back here. Y'all need to do better than that. There we go. Sorry guys, I do not like big, huge, gigantic chunks that aren't cut into when I shuffle. I do not like that. Mainly because I'm so very hard on the idea that this not be any possibility of being fake. I can't even tell you how painfully irritating it is for me to watch somebody shuffle in such a way that I know that if there was a stack of cards in the middle, that stack stayed together. There we go. It's a little harder till I get towards the end of the sides. And then I can go ahead and bend them. Hoping to eventually get them worked in enough that they will actually be a little more malleable, but I don't know if I ever can. Okay, so I need something that tells me whether this is a partner turned lover or if it's a partner versus lover situation. Scales, nice. Times, okay. I'm trying to get something that tells me, guys. I am. Fool card. Baby bunny fool. Okay. You have everything you need. Pentacles. Give One of Pentacles. Again. Another Ace. I need something that specifically tells me partner to lover or lover and partner. I don't know if these cards are the right ones, guys. I will honestly tell you it's not the ones I was called to, so I'm going to try to pull one more real quick out of here, and if I can't get something that gives me some idea of an answer, then I am going to get out my Housewife Tarot cards and see if that'll work. Lover versus partner or lover to partner. Versus or to. Oh, come on, sword in. Get in. I talk to the cards like they're little kids trying to get on the bus. These fell out while I grabbed that one. I'm not sure what I was thinking grabbing these cards, I guess. Sorry, guys. Maybe the Housewife Tarot will have something to say. This is their last hurrah before they get packed up, because I never know who might want a reading while I'm traveling. And in this case, I'm traveling to somewhere where my best friend is going to be. And he is always, since I stopped living in the same state we used to live in together, and he then, after moved back, he was in Hawaii and I moved to Colorado. And he moved back to Iowa again. And ever since then, he is guaranteed a reading from me every single time I see him. So I like to have at least my main cards, just in case. But this time it's going to be a few people, so who knows? Maybe I'll have a few people who want a reading. Okay. Listen, you keep being rude. Why? I know we haven't found this lover yet, but... Okay. There we go. That is as much confirmation as any right there, guys. This is why Six of Wands. I punished myself by getting the wrong cards, guys. And if you don't think the Grands like to... No, look what you did in my readings. Oh, man. You ask anybody, Gypsy, Yiddish, any old country grandma, and anybody who has an old country grandma. And by old country grandma, I mean someone who is not originally from the United States, a grandmother who is an immigrant from somewhere, you know, way different than here. And she will tell you, or they will tell you, that old country grandma, you do something wrong, they call you out quick. But the card that came out as an answer was the Magician. The Magician is a card of someone who is practically magically good at changing. So that confirms for me that what we want here to see, to warn, is that this person is planning on changing into the lover once things start getting bad. Once things start seeming not quite right. And I'm not saying that this definitely is, but what normally happens is if someone is trying to get somewhere in your life, become something in your life for reasons, whatever reasons they may have. Hold on one second, I got a tickle here. And they are trying to stay in your life, especially when considering people like con artists. They'll play a good game. I've had a few con artists in my life. And they will play a good game. But the moment they feel like things are starting to slip, not quite feeling right for the direction they want the situation to be going, they will start to kind of see how they can change gears to get you into where they want you to be again. Where they want you to be is probably going to be the King of Pentacles. No matter what, you're going to end up getting to the King of Pentacles. However, this is just simply a decision of whether you take this person on as a lover or not. However, the way the confirmation cards fell out, I would say it suggests if you do not take this person on as a lover, then you will still be fine. You have a love coming in. That love coming in is not this person. If it was, it wouldn't be coming on the backs of bad news. Yep. I think that's about it. So, that's my reading for today, guys. I really hope that this finds who it's meant for. I really hope that it helps you when it finds you. And if you're not the person it's meant for, I hope that it gave you some clarity on some situation in your life. And if not, it was at least entertaining. Don't forget, guys, you won't see me in the next 4 weeks. I will be gone for the month of March. I will be celebrating the end of winter with my friends in Florida. Then I'll be coming back here to do some spring cleaning and also celebrate the equinox. And then you guys will see me at the, this should be April, right? You guys will see me in, yep, the 1st of April, which is going to be a Tuesday. So I will see you guys then. And until then, don't forget, I have plenty of readings on this channel you guys can check out if you want to see if maybe I've been talking to you. And either way, I also have a gaming channel called Mouthy Girl Gaming, linked in the description, as well as Mouthy Girl Gaming on Twitch if you prefer Twitch. And I also have a channel where I just speak my mind called Lady Emery Draven. So, the most important thing to remember, it doesn't matter who you are, I love you. Take care of each other, and I will see you guys in the next video.